some network issue. Okay, so what do you see? Each of this does not exist, but you can still do one more thing. Try to see this. In this case, whether function is even or odd function. Which type of function this is? Which type of function this is? F of x equal to x, whether it is even function or odd function. No, this is f of x equal to x. If I'm talking about x square by 2, then this is even function. When do we say a function is even function? If your f of minus x is same as f of x, then the function is called even function. Yes? So, when your function is even, so is this true? That is minus r1 to 0 f of x dx, that will be equal to something minus r1 to r1 f of x dx, something, that something is 1 by 2 actually, and again here it will be 0 to r2 f of x dx, that is equal to 1 by 2 minus r2 to r2 f of x dx. Do you agree? First of all, do you see this is true for even function? Do you see this is true for even function? You can do this by property of integral. See, minus r to r, since it is even function, so what, it will be 2 times. Do you remember property of definite integral? I'm just using that only. Yes, so what do you see? Minus r1 to 0 f of x dx plus r2 to 0 f of x dx, that is what, same as 1 by 2 minus r1 to r1 f of x dx plus 1 by 2 minus r2 r2 f of x dx. Okay, if we let r1 goes to infinity and r2 also go to infinity, what can you see then? If your r1 goes to infinity and r2 also goes to infinity, what can you see then? Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. So if you take r1 goes to infinity, r2 goes to infinity, this left hand side, it will be your integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. Correct? And what will be your right hand side? It will be actually principal value. That was the definition of principal value, if you remember. See, in the start only I said, what is principal value of this? Principal value of minus infinity function, it will be limit r goes to infinity minus r to r f of x dx. So it will be principal value of what? Minus r to r f of x dx. So do you see, if you go on directly solving by breaking 0 and saying, then it will be quite issue there. Here one thing we are assuming that function is even function. Then only we can write, otherwise this term will be 0. Do you see? If my function is odd term, then this would be already 0. Here and here also. Yeah. Okay. Now to solve this integral, it is quite not all the time it will be easy to solve this principal value. Principal value of minus infinity to infinity. So what we are going to use? We are going to use our this residues theorem. We are going to use our, so what we will be doing, we will be writing our function f of x into this p of x upon q of x form. That is the first thing we will be doing, where p of x and q of x will have they must be a polynomial with real coefficient, correct? And we agree that q of z has no real zero, but it has at least one zero above real axis. That means your q of z, it must have at least one zero above x-axis. Say this is minus r, this is r. So it must have at least one zero. Q of z has no real zero, but has at least, why no real zero? Can somebody tell me? 1 0 above the real axis. Actually, you have to, that is the first thing you have to see. You have to see what is q of z, and find the roots of that, and find the distinct roots which lie above the real axis. The first step, you can say step 1. If you go on solving this, then step 1, the first step will be identification of roots of q of z that lie above x-axis, real axis, and name them as z1, z2, z3. What happened to this? Just wait a second. Oh my god, it is gone. So what we are going to go, we are going to write f of z as p of z upon q of z, and roots of q of z which lie above x-axis or real axis, name it as z1, z2, and say zn. Degree n बोला तो it will be having n root, and say ऐसा. So this is say minus r1, this is r. So z1 यहाँ पे है, z2 यहाँ पे है, z3, z4, something like this. Okay. So do you see, let us define a closed contour. Let us define a closed contour. What contour? It will be a contour, this one. This minus r to r, including with this thing. This is a contour which is having z1 z2 up to zn singularity for me, correct? You can say simple closed contour consists of the segment of real axis, that is z equal to minus r to z equal to r, and the top half, and the top half of the circle mod z equal to r. So this is my contour. So first thing I wanted to find a contour. So मैंने क्या किया, what is my key of z, I found out the roots of that and I tried to draw a contour, and I collected all the roots which are lying above real axis. So do you see that I can choose a r, I can choose a r as large as, so that I can contain all the roots which are lying above. Do you see that? I can make my r, I can take any r as large as, so that I can make it a closed path actually. Correct? Okay. So let us do the parameterization. The parameterization or parametric equation. Representation of z equal to x. Suppose this is the parameterization I am giving, minus r less than x less than r of the segment of real axis and so can I use Cauchy residue theorem here? And by Cauchy residue theorem, so I am actually breaking my this contour. I am breaking my this contour into two part. One is this real part and one is this part. So you can see this like this. That is minus r to r f of x dx. So this depends only on your dx, and the next part I am having that contour cr f of z dz. Do you see why I am doing? Because I have already from the start only I have chosen all the poles, all the singularities which are above real axis. I am not there is nobody on real axis, correct? So the contour integral of this will not depend on real axis. It will depend on the poles inside this or singularity inside that. So this real axis I am that's why to wrote which lie above real axis. That was the important part. Now what I am doing then, by Cauchy residue theorem, the integral will be, I am just breaking integral. One I am putting minus r to r f of x dx, and one I am putting cr f of z dz. Correct? And that should be equal to what? 2 pi I into sum of residues. Okay. So this is minus r to r f of z dz plus integral cr f of z dz equal to 2 pi I summation k equal to 1 to n residue of f of z. Now let me see one thing. What happens if I take let limit r goes to or let us take r goes to infinity. Or taking limit r goes to infinity. So this thing is a constant for me. What about this guy? What about this contour? If I'm taking r goes to infinity, that means what about this? Limit r goes to infinity, cr f of z. What will be this? Think about it. If I'm increasing my r, then what? Then what will happen? This will be actually extended. So what will be this limit? Integral cr f of z dz. If you're going r infinity, then it will be actually analytic function. They won't be a trouble for me. If I go away, if this goes to infinity, this goes to infinity, so it is almost uh, the function would be analytic. So this limit r tending to infinity integral cr f of z, it will be 0. And if you take limit everywhere, so this is 0. What will be this guy? Minus r to r. If you are putting infinity, so this will become principal value. That is, this will become principal value of minus infinity to infinity f of x dx. That is just equal to 2 pi I sum of residues. So this is what the most important thing is. That means to solve improper integral, you just have to calculate this 2 pi into sum of residues. Correct? So this is, we have done everything for in general for any function. Okay, so let us do one example then. One more thing. This is minus to infinity to infinity. What about if your function is even function? Then this minus infinity to infinity f of x dx, this will be what? This will be even function. So you can also write it as 2 times 0 to infinity f of x dx, correct? So you just put it here, so it will be what? 0 to infinity f of x dx. This will be equal to pi I into sum of residues. 2 will get cancelled. Right, so this is also important. And you see principal value of this is your improper integral. Let us see one example, then you will quite understand कि solve कैसे करने का. ठीक है, ये सब तो ठीक है. Now the next thing is, most important thing is how to solve. Evaluate the integral. Okay, what is this integral? 0 to infinity x square upon x raised to 6 plus 1. First of all, can you solve this integral by any other means of that? Can you do that? Yes. You see, this is x square. This is x raised to 6 plus 1. That is actually not a difficult integral if you see properly. You can solve this integral easily actually. The thing is, you need to see this is x raised to 6, so you can write it as x cube ka square. So you substitute x cube equal to something, then this will be easy to handle. See what I'm saying? You substitute x cube equal to something. Say x cube equal to say t, suppose I'm putting. So it will be 3x square dx equal to dt. So this integral will be, as x going to 0, t will also go to 0. So this will be as it is, 0 to infinity. But here x square dx, it will be what? Dt by 3. So it will be 1 by 3 dt upon it will be t square plus 1. Do you see? So both the integral are same. Do you agree first of all? Correct. So it is easy to solve this one instead of this. Is it easy to handle this? And what is this? Dt upon t square plus 1. Do you know integral of this? Correct. Tan inverse. Tan inverse of what? T. So actually, I should also write limit r going to infinity 0 to r. ऐसा लिखना चाहिए था. So what will be this? Pi by 3 into pi by 2, no? Sorry, 1 by 3 into pi by 2. So it is pi by 6. We have solved it directly actually without using that, without using this thing. But still, if you want to use this Cauchy residue theorem, so what should you do? You should write first f of z. So f of z will be what? I would like to solve this one. So what is my f of z? 1 upon z square plus 1. 1 upon z square plus 1. What are the roots of this? What are the roots of this? Correct. Z equal to I and z equal to minus I. So you just draw it, and which root lie above your real axis. You have to consider that only and find the residue of that. So one is here minus I and one is here. I will be somewhere here. Do you see? So you have to write your function in this form. कैसे लिखेंगे उसको? रेसिड्यू निकालना अपने को. Z square plus 1. It will be what? 1 upon Z minus I. Denominator में here 1 upon Z plus I. Correct? So this is my phi of Z. So can you tell me what is residue? Residue of 1 upon Z square plus 1 at Z equal to I. It will be what? It will be phi of I. So can you tell me it is 1 upon 2I? Am I correct? Is it 1 upon 2I? Correct. So 1 upon 2I means what? You can multiply I or denominator or let it be as it is, वो वैसे भी cancel हो जाता है. So what will be your integral? Integral कौन सा था? Yeah, but the thing is हम लोगों ने solve कौन सा किया? This is and thing is this is even function. Do you see? Correct. And from this we know that we have minus infinity to infinity f of z. F of z is this one. 1 upon say x square plus 1 dx. This is equal to 2 pi I into sum of residues. So sum of residues is 1 upon 2i. So answer is 2i cancel, it is pi. Is that clear? तो ये इसका आंसर है. But I need only 0 to infinity. So what will be the value of 0 to infinity? Is it an even function? Yes. 0 to infinity of 1 upon x square plus 1 dx, it will be just 1 by 2 of minus infinity to infinity of f of x dx. So that is equal to 1 by 2, that is pi by 2. Correct? So do you see pi by 2, इधर से भी मेरे को pi by 2 ही मिला था इसका. ये part is pi by 2. Now 1 by 3 is multiplied. So 1 by 3 को multiply करेंगे तो you'll get your final answer. That is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 into 0 to infinity 1 upon z square or x square plus 1 dx, that will be equal to pi by 6. So from both the method we have done that. Is the method clear to you? What you have to do? You always have to find the roots and check which roots are lying above real axis. You have to consider those real axis only, those roots only, and find their residue and use that Cauchy residue theorem. Is that clear? Let us do one more example. See this one. Integral 0 to infinity x square dx upon say x square plus 9 and x square plus 4 the whole square. Suppose this is the question you are having. How will you do? Find the roots first of all. X square plus 9. So first of all write f of z. Z square upon, this is z square plus 9 into z square plus 4 the whole square. What are the roots? Z square plus 9 roots are plus minus 3i. What about this one? Plus minus 2i, correct? Multiplicity is different here. You see, total we are having 6 roots. So which are the roots lying above real axis? प्लस 3i कहीं पे यहाँ पे आएगा, प्लस 2i, सॉरी 2i यहाँ पे आएगा, 3i यहाँ पे आएगा. So only these two roots are lying here, correct? So I have to find residue of those two people only. Z equal to 2i and z equal to 3i. That's it. So how will you calculate? To find residue of z equal to find residue at z equal to 2i. What will you do? You have to write your function into some form. Do you remember what is that form? That is z square upon क्या है ये? Z square plus 9 and next is z square plus 4 the whole square. How should you write this? I will write it like denominator में क्या चाहिए मेरे को? Z minus 2i चाहिए, but what is power? It is power 2. Do you agree? And what will be in the numerator? It will be z square divided by, it will be z square plus 9 into z plus 2i, na? Z plus 2i the whole square. Is that clear to you? Then what do you see? Power 2 है तो मतलब एक बार डेरिवेटिव लेना पड़ेगा तुमको इसका. So मतलब that depends on question to question. इसमें just you have to find one time derivative and find the residue at z equal to 2i. Similarly find the residue at z equal to 3i and you add the residue and get the answer. You may do this next part as homework, and for verification I'll just tell you answer. Answer is pi upon 200. Try to see whether you are getting pi upon 200 after doing all the calculation. Okay? Yeah. One more. See 0 to infinity. Say dx upon x square plus 1 the whole square. Suppose this is your question. What are the roots? F of z is 1 upon z square plus 1. Now this is not as simple. This is not, you cannot do directly. Do you see? Directly improper integral नहीं कर सकते. In the first question we could have done that, but here it is not possible. Z equal to plus minus I. I is here, correct? So you just have to calculate residue of function at z equal to I. But we see multiplicity here. I need to write this as 1 upon z plus I upon z minus I. Correct? So answer would be, but here it is square, na? So this is power 2, this is power 2. So it will be, you just have to find derivative of this. So let's consider phi of z is 1 upon z plus I the whole square. Find the derivative. Phi dash of z क्या आएगा? -3 आएगा क्या? So it will be z plus I cube. Am I correct? Just quickly check. So it will be what? Phi dash of z, phi dash of I upon 1 factorial. So phi dash of I, it will be -2 upon I, so it will be 2I cube. 2I the whole cube. Correct? So it will be 2 cancel. So I cube, I square is -1I. And again if you multiply I, so it will be finally, it will be I square is minus I, na? Multiply 1I numerator, 1I denominator. This will be I raised to 4. तो वो 1 हो गया ये. So answer will be what? -I upon 4. Is that clear? यही आएगा. Just quickly check. So once you are having this, what is answer? Answer will be इंटीग्रल क्या है ये? हाँ, सी. और रिमेंबर वन थिंग, मैंने जो ये आर गोइंग टू इन्फिनिटी लिया है, सो दिस विल गिव मी द आंसर फ्रॉम -∞ टू इन्फिनिटी. आई ऑलवेज हैव टू सी इवन फंक्शन ऑड फंक्शन करके देखना पड़ेगा. So -0 to infinity of that, it will be what? 1 by 2 times -∞ to infinity. So it will be 1 by 2 times 2 pi I into sum of residue. What is residue? I by 4 minus I by 4. I square minus 1. So it will be what? 2 cancel. It will be pi by 4. Do you see? Done. Yes, is that clear? Yeah, okay. So maybe in next lecture we'll do some more problem based on this. Even in your practical there are some questions.